Hi, I'm Ada Barzała, and today with me is Piotr Sornat, Vice President of IT Dev and a leader with many years of experience in digital and remote work leadership. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we'll be talking about effective collaboration. So, Piotr, if you could tell me first, how does digital workplace transform the collaboration that we know?
Yeah, so obviously today's teams are very dispersed and very multi-generational, right? So we have to engage these folks in a much more effective way, and that without compromising obviously their well-being and the satisfaction from their work. So the common areas for improvement obviously is the user experience and making this everything relevant and standardized for them so they know what to use when.
Yeah, so I believe from what I heard, that's like you have many teams, many cultures, many generations, so the customization probably is a must. What is the role and how important is customization of the digital works in order for it to be successful?
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it customization. I would probably call it more configuration and right bundle of the different Microsoft services together to fit specific business purpose,
Hmm.
right? So maybe the only area for customization, I would say, is to make it as attractive as possible, as inviting as possible for the users. So it's still kind of relevant, compliant, I should say, compliant with the corporate brand book. But at the same time, it drives the team identity or domain identity, or if it's a larger group of companies, the company identity within the group, right? So these customizations are quite helpful, to drive that.
Sure. Could you share with me the features that you think are key for like the success of the digital collaboration tool?
Role-based,
Mhm.
right? It needs to be role-based. It needs to again fit the business purpose. Users, they should know what to use when without wondering. We have a lot of new M365 services, new features, AI, right? Copilot, Viva, some of them rebranded products, right? So users, they typically get very confused what to use when. So if we help them with that, with automation, perhaps self-service catalogs, right? That's definitely these are definitely features that can be very helpful. And then data quality, something that maintains the data quality, the life cycle, right? So users, they can trust the data as well.
So, like, once users get confused, they tend to make some mistakes, and some mistakes might be risky for the companies. If you could tell me what are the best practices to maintain digital workplace governance?
Yeah, so governance and security for the users should be built in a background and happen there, and it should be right size, right? And we shouldn't expect from our business users to become cybersecurity experts or experts in compliance in our corporate regulations, because that won't happen, right?
Definitely.
So we need to help them to do the right thing, and and the best way is obviously to automate, right? To help them to review what they have, what they own in terms of as the business owners, departmental owners, and for the users itself, like they shouldn't worry if they're doing something that can impact the company. It should be rather automated again. The policy enforcement should happen there. If they about to do something wrong, then the system won't allow them to do it, basically.
Yeah, that's, I believe, the most important thing. Could you share with me one thing that you implemented while working with any of your customers throughout the years that was a small thing that but make a big impact on collaboration of the team?
Right, right. I think it can be a lot to do with the adoption itself. And we actually recently worked with the US-based energy company that, like they quite recently, quite late moved to the cloud. They were quite conservative business, so they and heavy regulated business as well. So they moved to the cloud, but probably didn't do enough attention, didn't put enough emphasis on the change management, right? And the users really got confused after moving to M365. So we help them with actually ready to use workspaces where all the data, all the documents, everything for their projects, it was already there, placed there. So they didn't have to look anywhere outside. It was already there. And they knew that they can trust the data that is inside, that is a fresh data there, and that they can make business decisions and process these decisions accordingly.
That's so amazing. Thanks so much, Piotr, for joining me here and to sharing your knowledge. And for all of you guys, if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. We'll answer them. I'll make sure that Piotr goes through them. And if you like the conversation and the content, please like and subscribe so you won't miss any other publications from us.